Got him.
Woo!
It's the beginning. The beginning of a new year. The beginning of new adventures. The beginning of a family fishing contest. And we're itching to throw some dry flies. After all, I haven't picked up a fly rod since last year.
Well, I haven't seen anything rise yet, but practice casting this low hole here. That's sketchy.
So the decision was made to cross two other majestic rivers on a journey to find big winter browns.
I don't know, it's pretty freaking shallow too.
Much to our surprise, when we arrived, the water was low and slow. However, we found a good hole with fish rising.
Oh, big old brownie.
And saw a handful of mayflies and midges falling onto the surface of the water. Dry flies. So I tied on my two best patterns and started to cast with a hopeful heart.
Of course, as soon as I put a streamer on, time to switch back to dry flies.
In that optimistic bliss of the frozen morning, we took in the great beauty of the river and the sense of the elements. The frosty leaves and the frozen banks, standing in the cool shadow of the mountains, waiting for the sun to grace us with its warm presence. Hours go by, but much to my dismay, no takes. The rising fish have all but disappeared. Time to break out the nymphs. Again, hours passed by, cast after cast, and drift after drift, with no action.
I'll have to get the buddy here fired up on the fucking bank here.
With freezing hands, frozen rod guides, and a thirst for hot coffee, we decided to load up in the truck and travel on. In search of some new water, the story repeats. Dry flies, streamers, nymphs, and a lack of rising trout, we press on once again. Another stretch of river, throwing the whole fly box. Dry flies, streamers, nymphs, yet again no action. Hole after hole, that's the story. No luck. Today was a struggle.
No. That felt fishy.
Finally, we get to that one lucky spot, and it hits me. Many a year ago, I caught one of my biggest browns right here in the dead of winter on an egg pattern. With that nostalgic memory in mind, I tie one on, and the magic begins.
We went for each other like a bullet from a gun, faster than the sheriff's drawing, hotter than the sun. Didn't see it coming lately, I've been on the run.
God was just like, no fish. You gotta wait. Make it worthwhile, and he did. He does not want to tell me. On the edge. On the edge. Oh, he's massive, baby. Massive.
You fell in love with the famous man. See my pictures posted everywhere across the land. And if you run with me, you got to understand. And if we run into any trouble, we'll leave them in the crimson streets, darling. You fell in love with the famous man. See my pictures posted everywhere across the land. You still want me? Ooh, say I want it. Do you still want me?